festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Boston Red Sox with lofty expectations this season, and why not? They're the defending World Series champs. Singy, it's become so hard in today's game to go back-to-back as champions. Why do you think that is?
Look, I think it's because of the competition level and the parity that we're seeing in baseball. But yeah, you're right. It is very rare. The Yankees won 3 years in a row from 1998 to 2000. But over the next 20 seasons, nobody else was able to repeat. I think there's less of an imbalance at the top, and teams can compete by combining good internal development with smart, well-timed moves to bring in help from the outside. And once you hit the postseason, anything's possible.
And now,
the crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Back in Arlington, and starting in this one, Jay Mack.
Well, he's a knuckleballer, and this is something you do not see every day. There's some hitters that are going to have a look at this for the first time. So important to see just exactly how they adjust and if he's able to throw that knuckleball that teases the zone enough to get the swings.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
And a pitch. And there's a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Took that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, a reverse curveball, I guess. And clearly, it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see, and that was a great one right there.
Now it's the right fielder trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. That one's in there. That's strike one. One out, base is empty. The next offering misses, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
On the inside corner for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie. And
well, he's under to make the catch in center, and we'll take a break. So the Rangers are kept quiet in the first. Inning number 2 from Arlington coming up with no score. Jay Mack up next for the Red Sox. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
That one hammered center field. Adele moving back on it. See you later. And they add to the lead. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And we're back. And now, John Kenzie Noel.
John Kenzie Noel.
Mac back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Nope. Yeah, that's outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So next to hit for Texas, Justin Foscue. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Chop to first. McAlpin steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. And that's in for a strike. Mac, in his 6th season, more than 100 career wins on the mound. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. That takes care of Kiner-Falefa.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Bobby Dahlbeck. And that drops in for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Rangers nothing.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jay Matt.
Fouled off to the right.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
Red Sox leading it by 2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This one in the air. Noel in position. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Up
On a
next,
4, now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Contreras.
In the air to left center. Anthony on the move. Hauls it in for the out.
The right fielder, number 12, Jason Moravec.
And now the right fielder.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat. Get that first hit at the big league level.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Red Sox by 2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Evan Carter, the next to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that drops in for a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Rangers go down quickly there. They're still down. It's 2-0. Runner at third, 2 away.
Jay Matt.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. That's a base hit. Run scores. Throws to second. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. Back at Globe Life Field, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And the batter now, John Kenzie Noel.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Mack back to work. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Well, these Rangers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And a foul ball. The Rangers hitless so far in the game. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. That catches the corner.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And the Rangers set down in order. They continue to trail 7-0. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played to the right side, steps on first for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
Fits? Fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Bobby Dahlbeck stepping in for the Rangers. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Got him swinging. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. Still 8-0. So stepping in for Boston, J. Matt. He's already homered here in this one. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
There's the strike at the knees.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits.
The throw to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the seventh. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Hey.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
There's a swing and a miss.
0-2.
And down on strikes he goes. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with. And that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Number 12 stands in now and watches strike one. This one lifted in the air, left field. Chorio on his way in. Hauls it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
The left fielder, number 32.
Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
The Rangers yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's K number 15 in the ball game. He's really dealing. Enough to do it for the Rangers, and they're down 9-0. First and third, 2 away. J. Mack up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered in this game. To the right side. They limit the damage here. Back in Arlington, and now the first baseman, John Kenzie Noel. Mack back to work. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball one. There's the strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Matt into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Justin Foscue digs in now.
You.
In there at the knees, and that's strike one.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And that drops in for a strike. Pitch count in great shape. It seems you might have a chance to finish it. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. And they'll do it again. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. Rangers go down quickly there. They trail in this one 11-0. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And now the center fielder, Joe Adele. And all eyes on the mound as he begins the ninth inning working on a perfect game.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before. They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They are going to make the play.
There's a strike.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
And there's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Hard hit, right side. McAlpin takes it to the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. And now 2 outs away from history.
Well, I hope he gets this done. I mean, this is the kind of feat that can define a career. Hard not to root for him at this point.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Fought off foul. That one finds the zone. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And now 1 out remaining for Texas.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And this is it. 1 out away from perfection. That's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. They're down to their final strike.
0-2 is the count.
This could end it. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what his teammates and even he felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game, and it'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.